Okay, you start the show today.
How does that work? All right. And welcome everybody to another episode of TTS. I believe we're on episode 24.
23.
23.
You just totally fucked that whole thing. Try it again. Do it for
So close. All right. What's up, everybody? Today on. All right, I got one. All right, I got to go one. Hey, welcome everybody. So today we are starting. No, this is kind of hard sometimes.
Got it.
All right, ready? What's up, folks? That was I tried to.
You talking shit. Try it again.
Now I got it. What's up, everybody? Today, episode 23, TTS Talk with my brother, the main man, Chris Satella, and yours truly, Ruben Borges. Coach, what do we got today?
Your hat doesn't match your shirt. We got black, white, red, gray, blue, and orange.
People see blue, red, and black. It catches their eye. They're like, whoa, what's going on there?
Yeah, they're like, what's going on there?
But I got their
You're exactly right.
Got their attention.
What's going on there?
But what do we got?
Should I start the show?
All right, just.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 23 of TTS Talk. My name is Chris Tutela, alongside my creepy friend, colleague, co-host,
Ruben Borges. What's up, guys?
and what's up with you?
Not much, man. I'm feeling good. Just finished up with the show and had kind of a week of having.
That's right. How'd the show go? We didn't get to talk about that yet.
Great. I had a great time. I did well. I did my best. I looked my best. I ended up placing 6th, which was just one spot away from top 5. Top 5 get a trophy, but it's all right. I feel good. I was happy with what I brought to the table.
Hey, you looked great, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You live to fight another day and just and take the victory for what it's worth. You got on stage. You looked incredible.
Thank you.
You did your thing. You busted your ass for it. So.
I felt good. I felt great. So all of it was. I was all happy until I found out it was 6. I was like, oh damn. I was like, that was pretty close.
Back and hurt.
Yeah, but. And then for the whole week, I've kind of been having a cheat meal every day here and there. And
every day?
Yeah, I've been having a little bit here and there. And then I
ended really a cheat meal.
Past weekend, I had 8 duck donuts in one sitting.
Okay.
But now I'm back on track. Boom, you did see it right.
It's all right in his face.
So now I'm back on track and I feel good.
He gets jowls like a bulldog when he starts to eat. His face gets a little puffy.
A little swollen, my eyes get swollen.
He's all sweaty. It's ridiculous.
But what's up with you, Coach? I mean, he just had a cruise.
I just got back from Bermuda. Me and my mom went to took a cruise to Bermuda. So it was a 4-day cruise. Good time. Mm-hmm. Weather wasn't great, but we did a lot of cool shit. Got to spend some quality time with Ma Dukes.
Yeah.
So it was a great time.
That's always good.
Yeah. But what we want to talk about today is one of the things that we noticed, and after years of being in the fitness industry and coaching people, you always notice the guys and girls who finally achieve the results that they want, finally get to that next level of health and fitness, and those who don't, right? And we're all human beings. Of course, genetics play some type of role, but it's a smaller role than most people think. A lot of people think, oh, I got a slow metabolism, I got a thyroid issue, I got this or I got that. Look, maybe there's some truth to that, and maybe there's a slight uphill battle for some people, but the reality is, you could make the changes, right? So what is it that's holding people back? And Coach, what have you noticed?
Maybe people dealing with adversity. I think sometimes when people deal with adversity in life, they'll say, I don't have time, or I can't make it to the gym, or, at home, everyone's buying all the junk food, or I have to feed my kids this type of things, or feed, my spouse something else. And not realizing that they have to go through that adversity, right? That'll help them build character and help them build strength overall in life. But then they're transferred to the gym, and sometimes they let that block them off.
Sure. So one of the main thing here that we're looking at is the mindset of the individual, right? It's not the physical attributes. It's not a special diet or a special training program, right? It's what's going on in between the years. Because I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed, there are people who have come to us and maybe they didn't have the greatest genetics. Maybe they didn't have much muscle. They're beginners. They have a lot of body fat. They're out of shape, right? But those same people came here with the attitude is, I don't care what it takes, just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Very coachable.
Coachable. So they come in, they listen to what we have to say, they get their sleep, they get their nutrition in check, they do everything we tell them to do, they get their cardio in, they get their morning walks in, they get their 3 strength training days here per week. And what happens? All of a sudden, fast forward a year, 2 years, we talked about this. Consistency is key, right? They do that consistently for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and so on. And all of a sudden, they appear to be an entirely different human being. Those who don't, right? Those who don't, this could be someone who was even in better shape to start than the person that we just talked about with the right mindset, but they came in with the wrong mindset. They didn't want to listen to us. They would do things that we told them not to do. They would cheat on their diet. They would miss training days. They would make every excuse in the book. And then guess what? They didn't make any progress.
And I think just to go along with this, these are people too that are not like former athletes. Maybe even motor skills were off, and they just kept coming, kept getting consistent. Months down the road, we see them like, wow, whether it be, a movement that they perfected or got so much better, we're like, awesome job. Like, look at that range of motion, look at the way you're moving, and sometimes we don't even recognize them when they come in, like, whoa, look at you. And I think they kind of
out of nowhere, right? It's like overnight.
Like, man, you look great, look at you. And like, no, I don't really think so. They don't even realize it, but we do. And then people around them, then they start telling us that their clothes are fitting better, and people around their lives are like telling them how great they look and what the hell they've been doing.
Right. So if they could do it, that means that you could do it. You're no different than anybody else out there. You're not any different from us, right? The difference is it's your belief system. If you're telling yourself, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'm always going to be weak, oh, I'm going to be skinny, I'm never going to have confidence, and you tell yourself that, and all of a sudden that is the thing that you repeat to yourself every day. It's like your daily affirmations are this negative shit that's not even true. So you're seeing yourself with less integrity, as less of a person, and with less ability than you actually have to change. So if you want to change, the first thing that you have to fix is your mindset. You have to get your mind in check. You have to know what you want, and then be willing to do what it takes in order to do that. Coach, it's not a very easy thing for a lot of people to do without recognizing it, because I think one of the toughest things for people to do is admit when they're wrong and admit when there's something that they could be doing better.
Yeah, I think to admit that whatever they're doing in their daily life, that, all right, probably should eliminate that. It's like, well, no. Do I have to eliminate it? No, I don't have to do that. And they don't realize, no, do that because replace it with this because it will help you. You will feel better. And we see it all the time here. Guys thought they would never be almost in a group setting or train in the gym, whatever. And then they're here for a couple of weeks and like, this is a part of me. I need to like come here. I feel like I'm missing something when I'm not here. And that's replacing it. But hey, what did you do before you were here? Nothing. I was just sitting on the couch.
Right.
Netflixing or Netflixing or whatever. I don't even think that's a term, Netflixing. But
you made it up. You got it. You can trademark.
Coin it.
Yeah. You have a lot of those Rubenisms.
Nice. But yeah, a lot of people then they come here and they realize, wow, it's a habit. It feels so much better. Relationships around their lives are better. I mean, it happens.
Right. So the point is, any real change in your life is going to start with what you believe and what you're telling yourself. What story are you writing? What story are you writing in between your ears up here about your own life and about who it is that you are, right? So you could change that fucking narrative. That's what you have to understand. You could change that, but you have to start realizing what it is you're telling yourself over and over. I can't do this, I can't do that. You start to change your verbiage. You start to change that narrative. Write down who it is that you want to be, and then what you're going to do in order to achieve that, right? So what attributes do you admire? What qualities do you admire about that person most, right? Write those things down, because inside, if you admire those things, that means that they are your values too. And if you're unhappy, if you feel unfulfilled, chances are your lifestyle is not aligned with your values. So you have to figure that shit out. Figure out what those values are for you. Write them down, and then you have to be so fucking aware of your daily actions and the shit that you do every day the shit that you say to yourself. Are you complaining, oh man, it could have been, it was supposed to be sunny today and it's raining. This fucking guy, could you believe it?
Are you putting yourself down?
Do you believe what the Mets did?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that out there, we know that.
Dad.
Right, Coach? But people say, and look, I'm guilty of that in the past too, and I'm sure I still do it now and again, but I've got to be aware of that shit and catch myself when I do it to make sure that I don't ever fucking do it again.
I like what you said there. So people write a couple things that you admire about someone else because obviously those are your values. And then that being said, that doesn't mean you can become that. You know, those values that you see in someone else that you admire, that's what you can withstand, whether it be, I admire this guy because he just has great people skills, he develops great relationships. So that means you can do that too. And if you just got to believe in yourself and stop bringing all this negative stuff that, I think a lot of people put themselves down. So yeah, they'll say, oh, it's a horrible day out, this sucks, or I'm never going to get all this done before they even try. You're already lost from the get-go. Like, start the day with a win, you know, say something you're going to accomplish, but actually do it and believe that you will accomplish. One thing I see a lot is people don't have pride in themselves. And that kind of bugs me out sometimes because I get it, why, maybe it's the way you grew up or how you believe, and maybe you've had a couple losses in your life, but have pride in what you're looking to do, because now all that was in the past. Let's look ahead and have pride in things that you're going to win and know you're going to win. Say, all right, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to accomplish it, and it's happening.
Right. And one of the biggest excuses that people will make over and over again is, oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to write this shit down. I don't have time to read books. Listen, you have fucking time. Okay, let's just get that clear. You absolutely have the time. And I don't mean to be so harsh, but I want you to really understand this. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's what are you willing to do with those 24 hours? And I get it, you might have kids, you might have a crazy schedule at work, you might have this, but there's a way, I promise you, that somewhere in there, when you really take a look at your 24 hours, 7 days a week, you have some type of opportunity. If it's training for 15 minutes, if it's reading for 5 minutes, if it's journaling for 2 minutes, just do it, because you have to develop these habits. And if you're not doing it, you're never going to develop these habits, because you're going to become what you do every day, right? And if you're complaining every day and you're skipping the workout and you're skipping sleep and watching TV instead, and you're not reading and you're arguing with people and you're doing all this shit, you become that person. That's who you are.
And when Coach is kind of saying being harsh, that's because we both care about, and Coach really cares about. He's explaining this, saying, you know, he's being harsh in a sense because figure this out about yourself, because it really is so fulfilling when you do this. For someone that finally cuts out, all right, fine, I'll do this. I'll have this time for myself to work on journaling, or maybe they're a photographer and they want to start taking pictures. They buy their own camera and start working on it. It's such a fulfilling thing to do something that you're passionate about and work towards it. It's not because, oh, you have to do it because other people think you're successful. No, it's because you're going to feel good about it. It's something you enjoy. And it is sad sometimes when you see someone, I hear about when someone talks about their hobby or something, they miss doing it, and I'll just go, all right, cool, maybe try to do it again. Or work
what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
They're like, I don't really have time. You could do it, and why not? It's fun. Whether it be, I just miss playing volleyball. All right, find a rec league. Maybe that'll kind of get juices flowing again, get you more being active, get you back in the gym. Like, don't stop. You know,
and there's never a good reason for why they're not doing it either. It's just a matter of, all right, seeking it out and doing it, right?
And it's fulfilling, and that's the whole thing we say, because dude, it feels so fucking good to do something you enjoy.
And the whole thing is, the recipe is so fucking simple for all this stuff, right? It's like I just said, read the right books, surround yourself with the right people, change the narrative that you're telling yourself. Like, be aware of that shit. If you're saying to yourself, like, oh, I'm so fat, or oh, I'm never going to be in shape, like, you got to stop that. You got to start saying, all right, look, I'm in control here. I have potential to change anything that I want to change about my life, about myself, right? You have that ability to change, regardless of your circumstances. Look, I don't come from the best background as far as my family goes. Not the worst, definitely not the worst, but not the best either. Surrounded by addiction, growing up with my brother on drugs, constantly fighting, my parents arguing, all this crazy shit. I know that you had some similar background to that.
Yeah, just a lot of negative households in me. That's why I'm almost like complete opposite. Just I saw the effect it has going in somewhere where everything is negative. Like, being positive is so much better.
And it would be easy to just go down that same route, though, right? It would have been easy to just be like, I was dealt a bad hand, and fuck this, and I didn't grow up with money, so this and that. Look, all that stuff is just bullshit that you're telling yourself, and you're repeating it to yourself, so you're believing it flip that switch. Start to look in the other direction. You could make this fucking change. I will bet my life on it. It's a matter of doing the work, the hard work, looking deep inside yourself, going to therapy, speaking to somebody, speaking about yourself. You got to talk about the painful shit. You got to talk about the difficult shit. It's good to go to that dark place now and again and go in there and pull that shit out and bring it to the surface. Because when you bury it and you don't deal with it, that's exactly, you're just brushing problems under the rug. You're never going to fix that. That shit's going to live inside of you forever.
Those issues that you go to, that adversity you go to, I mean, it sucks. It's easier said than done, but that's there to build your character and build your strength. All right, so you use that as a plus. It kind of relates to training. You know, you got to stress your muscles. You got to put some resistance towards your muscle, because in the end, it's going to get bigger. It's going to get stronger. It's the same thing goes with life. It's a great metaphor for life. You know, all that stuff that we go through, it's going to make us stronger in the end. It sucks, but you got to go through it. But just know that it's building something, because in the future, something great's going to happen because of this experience you went through.
And I love that too, because there's so many valuable lessons to learn in the gym, right? When you're there training, there's so many, it is life, in a sense. Everything that you're gonna have to earn what you want, right? Nothing's gonna be handed to you in this world, right? You have to fucking earn it. You have to come, you have to put in the work, right? And you have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you could achieve that, right? If I want to get my squat to 500 pounds, if I don't believe it, I'm never going to accomplish it, right? Because I'm not going to do the necessary work.
Yeah.
So by believing it first, getting my mind right, now I know, okay, this is the work that I need to do in order to accomplish this. This goal is going to be very difficult to obtain, but it's possible. Here's what I need to do. And the only thing separating you, once you believe it, is now the work. That's the gap, right? So now it's a matter of doing the fucking work. And that, my friends, is how you will change your life. That's how you will get better results in the gym. It's how you'll start a new business. It's how you're going to get a better career. It's how you're going to get a better relationship. Everything, it starts up here with the mind.
And everything gets better from there, guys, and just enjoy it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Take that leap. Take that chance. Remember, it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy the hell out of it.
So guys, I really hope that this episode resonates with you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that it helps you, because if you really listen to what we're saying, then you too could really make any change that you want to make. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Ruben and I both have experience with this stuff and making changes in our own lives, and also, working with hundreds of people here at TTS every year. So if you need to reach me, I'm at Chris _Tutela, Tutela on Instagram. Coach, where can these guys find you?
Guys, you can find me on Instagram at _Ruben, RUBEN _BORGES. Ask me any questions. I get a kick out of trying to help people get into their hobby or their love or back to their passion in their life. So feel free to ask.
If you DM him, he tends to respond with "send nudes."
So
just be careful. If he does, that's just who he is.
In every possible way. I might send a pic of the show just because I got a whole bunch of them, but that's it.
It's the pic of the show. He's naked in his mirror doing his posing routine.
Creep status. That's not true, man. Come on.
Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will catch you next week on another episode of
TTS Talk.
Catch you later. Peace. You got much better at this.
Oh, get out of here.
No, you're right. I'm proud of you. That was a good one. Come here.